All right, contrarians, it's time to turn our gaze towards something quietly powerful that's been growing inside the Solana ecosystem. I'm Lumi Hashley from the Decoding Crypto team, and in today's deep dive, we're going to explore a project that isn't just building another Web3 app. It's attempting to reshape what the Web3 experience can actually feel like. This is Chapter 1 of our series on Saros. Now, Saros isn't just another DeFi protocol or NFT project. It calls itself a super app on Solana, and as lofty as that sounds, it may actually have the substance to back it up. Imagine one application acting as your wallet, your gateway to NFTs, your trading terminal, and even your Web3 identity. All of this operates while preserving the speed and low-cost advantages of the Solana network. That's Saros, and it's not playing small. Let's start with the Saros wallet. It's a non-custodial wallet, which means you, and only you, hold the keys. But they've layered in some thoughtful UX touches, like social login, for those not quite ready to memorize seed phrases, and a watch-only mode, so you can keep tabs on wallets without risking any funds. Then there's the hybrid NFC wallet feature, which opens up intriguing use cases for physical interactions, like tapping your phone to pay with crypto. It feels like Web3 meets Web 2, without compromising the core values of ownership and privacy. Next is Solana Pay integration. With Solana's lightning-fast speed and barely there transaction fees, this unlocks real-world payment experiences that are both frictionless and fast. For people tired of clunky wallet extensions and high gas fees, this is a breath of fresh air. Saros also leans heavily into NFTs with its built-in NFT hub. Not only can users browse and buy through a native marketplace, they can also mint their own NFTs with the help of AI tools. Yes, AI-generated minting directly inside the app. And while the artistic results may vary, the point is clear. Saros wants to make creation just as easy as consumption. For DeFi enthusiasts, Saros includes a DEX aggregator that pulls liquidity from across Solana's decentralized exchanges. This isn't just about swapping tokens more efficiently. It's about making Solana DeFi feel as seamless as trading on a centralized app. Then there's Saros ID, which might be one of the most interesting parts of the entire ecosystem. It presents itself as your passport to the digital world. A persistent, secure, and portable Web3 identity tied to you, not to any specific app or platform. And all of this is powered by something called DLMM, or Dynamic Liquidity Market Making. Instead of relying on the same old market maker logic, DLMM adjusts to price volatility and trading activity in real time. That means more efficient use of capital, better spreads, and stronger liquidity. It's the kind of infrastructure that Solana DeFi has been waiting for. But of course, even the most elegant design needs a visionary to bring it to life. So in the next chapter, we'll pull back the curtain and meet the minds behind Saros. One of them in particular might surprise you. Let's take a closer look at the team building the super app for Solana. Behind every powerful protocol is a team of builders with both grit and vision, and Saros is no exception. In this chapter, we're stepping behind the curtain to meet the minds shaping this all-in-one Web3 experience on Solana. At the center of it all is Hakan, one of the key founders of Saros. You may not have heard his name shouted from crypto Twitter rooftops, but make no mistake, his fingerprints are all over this ecosystem. Hakan comes with deep experience across Web3 product development, but what stands out most is his ability to connect infrastructure design with real user needs. That's a rare combination. But Saros isn't the work of one person. It's backed by the technical firepower of Coin98 Labs, a seasoned development team known for their influence across the Solana landscape. Coin98 Labs isn't new to the game. They've been pushing boundaries across DeFi, wallets, bridges, and now, with Saros, they're trying to synthesize it all into a single experience. The vision from day one wasn't to build just another DEX or another wallet. It was to create foundational infrastructure for what they call the internet financial market, a future where financial services are always on, fully decentralized and controlled by users. That ambition requires not only technical muscle, but also patience and a bit of courage. After all, creating a super app on Solana isn't exactly the easiest path. What's impressive is how deliberately they've moved. Instead of chasing hype cycles or copying what's already out there, the Saros team spent time learning from user friction points. That feedback loop shaped everything, from the way the wallet handles social login, to how NFTs are created and displayed, to how Saros ID works as your persistent identity layer. Security has also been a major pillar from the start. In a world where one bad line of smart contract code can drain millions, the team behind Saros has chosen to prioritize reliability over speed. That's a refreshing choice in a space that often celebrates the opposite. The development journey wasn't just about shipping features either. The team moved from concept to full-fledged super app with a clear philosophy: stay lean, stay focused. Build what the community actually needs, and perhaps most importantly, create something that doesn't just work well today, but is designed to evolve as Web3 itself changes. Now, big visions and strong execution are essential, but so is strategic backing. In the next chapter, we'll take a closer look at the capital and partnerships that have helped Saros grow from a promising prototype into a robust platform. Spoiler alert, they've got some serious names in their corner. Let's talk investors, partners, and how that network fuels the Saros ecosystem. Before we dive into the next chapter, take a quick breather and do me a favor. If you've been enjoying this journey through the world of Saros, hit that like button to let the algorithm know we're onto something valuable here. Subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss a deep dive like this. And of course, if there's a protocol or ecosystem you're curious about, drop it in the comments. I read everything, and I'd love to explore it with you in a future video. All right, let's get back to it. All right, contrarians, now that we've met the minds behind Saros, let's zoom out and look at the network of backers that believed in this vision early on. Because no matter how brilliant a project is, having the right support system can make or break it in Web3. And Saros, it's backed by some serious firepower. In late 2022, Saros secured $3.75 million in a private funding round. That's not a headline-grabbing number compared to some of the bloated rounds we've seen during bull runs. But here's the catch. It wasn't about raising the biggest pile of capital. It was about strategic alignment. Every investor brought more than just money. They brought experience, ecosystem leverage, and connections that mattered. Let's start with Solana Ventures. As the investment arm of the Solana ecosystem, their backing speaks volumes. They've supported countless projects building atop Solana's high-speed, low-cost infrastructure, and their involvement here signals confidence that Saros isn't just another app. It's potentially a flagship within Solana's next chapter. Then there's Hashley, a heavyweight in the venture world. If you've heard of Yuga Labs, DIDX, or Axie Infinity, you've already seen their portfolio in action. Hash's track record of identifying disruptive Web3 platforms gives Saros a huge credibility boost. When a firm like that bets on your team, it's because they believe you're solving a problem others are missing. Also in the mix is GBV Capital, a fund focused exclusively on blockchain technologies. They're known for supporting projects that prioritize user empowerment and financial accessibility, which is exactly the kind of ethos Saros is championing. And let's not forget Archie Fund and CryptoMind, who've carved out reputations for spotting early momentum in Web3 ecosystems. Together, this consortium forms a well-balanced group of capital, technical insight, and marketing muscle. Now, let's talk strategic partners. Coin98 is more than just a backer. It's the developer behind Saros. That means tight integration between Saros and the larger Coin98 ecosystem, creating seamless user experiences from wallet to DEX to NFT. Then we have the Solana Foundation, which plays a critical role in offering technical support and platform alignment. And finally, Solana Pay, Saros' payment integration partner, brings real-time transaction utility right into the super app, allowing users to transact instantly with Solana native assets. This entire web of partnerships and investors is what gives Saros such a robust foundation. It's not just building in isolation, it's building with the support of the most influential players in the space, which positions it to scale faster, innovate better, and reach more users. Now, with all this support and infrastructure in place, there's one more piece to this puzzle we need to explore: the tokenomics. The Saros token isn't just a governance or staking tool, it's the economic engine behind the entire Saros ecosystem. So in the next chapter, we're going to unpack how the token is structured, distributed, and used across the platform. Stay with me. All right, contrarians, now let's dive into the engine that powers the Saros ecosystem, the Saros token. At the heart of every great Web3 platform lies a token economy that does more than just sit in wallets. It works, it flows, and it incentivizes. Saros is no exception. Saros launched its native token under both the SPL and VRC-25 standards, meaning it's not only built for Solana, but also positioning itself to be interoperable and adaptable. With a total supply of 10 billion tokens, Saros has crafted a tokenomics model designed with long-term sustainability in mind, and more importantly, with the community at its core. Let's talk allocation. A solid 20% of the supply is reserved for ecosystem growth, fueling future integrations, partnerships, and protocol-level innovation. Another 10% is allocated to community development, ensuring that builders, contributors, and active participants have skin in the game. Investors hold 15%, which is modest by industry standards and signals a balanced approach to capital without giving too much control to private interests. 5% of the tokens were set aside for airdrops, rewarding early users and community supporters. Liquidity provision and strategic reserve each take up 10 and 20% respectively, giving the protocol financial flexibility in volatile markets. And lastly, 20% goes to core contributors, the people behind the curtain making the super app vision come to life. Importantly, all of these allocations come with vesting schedules, meaning there's a long-term commitment baked right into the token model. But Saros isn't just a static governance token. It's a utility token that plays an active role in everyday use across the platform. Holders can stake it to earn rewards, contribute to protocol security, and participate in governance through Treasury grant voting. That means you're not just holding a token. You're holding a voice, a vote, and a share of future protocol direction. There's also the user mining model, where completing KYC or participating in specific platform tasks can earn you Saros tokens. And if you're transacting regularly, holding Saros gives you access to fee discounts. It's all designed to keep value circulating inside the ecosystem, rewarding activity and building loyalty. This kind of token design tells us something important. Saros didn't create Saros to pump and dump. It was designed to be earned, used, staked, and voted with. It's not a speculative gimmick, it's digital fuel for a financial network that wants to serve millions. And that brings us to the end of this deep dive. Saros isn't just another DeFi app. It's building infrastructure, rethinking onboarding, and shaping how digital identity, finance, and user experience come together in one seamless flow. If you found this breakdown helpful, show some love, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your fellow crypto explorers. Got questions about Saros or want to recommend the next project we dissect? Drop it in the comments. You know I always read them. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and most of all, stay decentralized.